feeling need to just yell at me all day. Girl, what are you pissed about? What else would you ask me for? What's up, Julie? You act like I ain't already feed you today. I wait, don't tip over. Ugh. knew I left my 13mm somewhere. Holy cow, it's warm today, friends. See if I can get even closer to the action. Why is the battery not fully charged? What is going on here? Okay. Let's disconnect power from that. No more power to you, sorry buddy. And I also got some more new tools here. And the first thing that's going to go missing is the 10mm. This, however, is a, is that an 11? 10. 10mm. Batteries, 13mm. I'm going to disconnect the positive side first. Not good enough. disconnected, our solar charge controller should lose power. We're going to take these out. And we need to make sure that these don't touch anything, because that's an open circuit. We're just going to tuck that in that packaging there, move that out of the way. Disconnect these battery cables because I won't need them anymore. And remove this charge controller because we are upgrading. I should have a drill for this. I should have went bigger the first time, my friends. Should have went bigger and better the first time. And that's what you get, Colin, and that's why you have to redo it now. Shame on you, buddy. Some screws with bigger heads on them. Well, do I? Yeah? Dang it. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Okay, I need a drill and some screws with some bigger heads. So I'll be right back, homies. Oh, ow, 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 ow. What are you pissed about, Lily? Okay. Is this magnetic? No. No. I'm so close. Just give it to me. Got it. Okay, let's not drop that again, Colin. That was a pain. Oh no. Oh, almost dropped it again. You son of a bitch. So much for almost dropping it, Colin. You just went ahead and did the thing. Do it again. Okay, whatever. It's almost time to give up. Should we try one more time? always try one more time, brother. Okay, so now we have to hook up. I should have saw if these fit before I did that. What do you think? They either will fit or they won't fit, right? That's really all there is to it. Whatever, we'll have to do the whole freaking old style. That I have, which is okay, because I have another tool that'll make it work. Garbage. Pliers, which would make this job a lot easier. Teeth is not a good idea. Go get the right tool, Colin. Go get the right tool and this job will be easier. Get on there. Why do I feel like it's not cut all the way? There we go. Spam call. Shit. Quit calling me. Go get something better to do, you bitches. Okay. Now, we're gonna hook up the battery. I think would be a good idea. But before I do that, I'm gonna change this out. To a 100 amp. Because that's the size of wire that I went with. It's a 200 amp, that's just what I had on hand. So this one this is to the load, this is to the battery. Wrong side. 1, 2. Shouldn't there be another one coming off of that? Yes. There it is. Okay, so that one stays out of the way like so. Well, I guess I could pull that one back through to there, and then it would really stay away from there. I would prefer them both to be on the same line though. Whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Now this one will go on the bottom. This one on top. This one. Ah! Scared me. There's my shock factor. Okay, so this one goes here. There's another shock. We got power. No, go back there. Oh man, it's gonna be a pain. This wire is not meant to bend. So that one needs to go over that one. Because there's no way I'm bending that cable. Unless... Put that one there. Ah, that one's behind the red one. Got okay, but that's still not gonna bend like that. So how do I have that in there before? Like that? Yeah. So that one is gonna have to come off the other way. Son of a gun. Why do you have to make my life so hard? Why must it be this way? Ow! God. Go in. Here. the screw. Awesome. Don't see it back there, so oh, here it is. Okay, no, this is not back there. Now, which one should go on the bottom? This one, probably. God, stop sparking like that. Scaring the shit out of me. negative while I was just in there. Gray wire to the positive terminal. Red wire so this one's for a temperature sensor. Connect the gray aux wire to the positive battery terminal on the second battery. Make sure the negative terminal of the second battery is connected to the load minus. Load minus. So essentially, we would take that and connect it to here, and then another one and connect it to there, and then take that and connect it to here too. On the load side, make sure the terminal of the second battery is connected to the load minus. So you would have one connected to this side and two connected to this side, because you would then have your inverter connected to this. So this is pretty much essentially a bus bar that tells us how much we're using and connects to Bluetooth, and tells us if our battery's too hot or anything like that. This will also shut down any current above 300 amps, which I don't know if we necessarily need this, but typically if you're running this high of a voltage, you probably want one of these. So I'm probably still going to run one of these. I just don't know if I'm going to put it in right now. How do I connect that thing to my phone now? Ba-da-dee-da-da-da. Victron Energy. Which one is it? Would like to pair with your smart solar controller. Enter the code shown. pair. Sweet. So yeah, I didn't think we would need. This will tell us. So this will not only tell us how many watts we have coming in, if our solar panels are working correctly. It'll also do all the work for us. So it'll stop the charging if it gets too cold. It'll start charging when it gets the right temperature. It will make sure that they're charging evenly. It'll make sure that they're charging consistently. It will shut down if there's any high voltage detection. It'll tell us if they're not charging, if it's cloudy, if it's nighttime, anything like that. It'll tell us if we don't have any power coming in. But also the cool thing is this product is made in the USA. This one was not. This product weighs probably less than a half a pound. That one weighs probably 5 pounds, maybe 4. So super awesome to have that in. Now that one tells us all of our charge coming in. This will tell us all of our discharge details. So the cool is both these will pair together and work together, and there's even a place you can plug the two in together, and this will tell us your discharging rate. It'll tell you how long you have expected at the discharging rate, what rate you're discharging at, how many amps, how many watts, whatever. It will tell you all that through your phone. Now, why do we need that? Because if we're at an event and I can set it to send an alert if it's too low or it's going to be off too soon. And so I can actually have an alarm on my phone that's going to tell me that the batteries are too low. Which is good because if we need to plug in or run the generator for a bit, then we can. I also got another 200 watt solar panel to put on top of the trailer, so we'll have 600 watts running in a series with upwards of 62 volts coming in. This battery fully charges at 42.9 volts, and the reason why I wanted to upcharger is because I'm going to 3 panels, and after we're going up to 60 volts, this one says it can handle, how many? This one says it can handle 1,200 watts of solar panels, which is great. That's plenty. But where I'm running them in a series and I don't have controllers on the, not controllers, what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. Where I don't have those, this voltage coming in where I'm spiking it up and I'm going to be running it at 60. So hopefully we can get more charge coming in faster. I went with higher battery cables. These battery cables only support a 6-gauge wire. These support a 4-gauge wire, so we can run more power through them. We can charge more faster and at a higher voltage. So with that upgraded, I mean, it worked before, but it really should work now. And the product support on the Victron equipment is just incredible from what I hear. So. Oh, the charging current too. This could only charge at 25 amps. This one can charge at 45 amps, so almost double the power of input charging. So right here on the box it says battery 12 volt, 24 volt, and 48 volt automatic select. Software tool needed to select 36 volt. So right here in the app, you can change this. Right here, you can select 36 volts. Now, we want to change that and confirm the change because, well, why did it not let us? Oh, it says we need a code. Change to 36 volt. Be aware that setting a wrong battery voltage can permanently damage the batteries. Make sure that the selected value matches your battery bank nominal voltage. Use this code to confirm the setting change to 36 voltage. Okay, max current charge, it's pretty cool. You can adjust it, so you can have 30 amps coming in, 45 amps coming in, however many amps you want to come in, whatever your battery will handle. This one can handle 100 amps coming in, so we're totally fine at 45. Here's a really cool feature, is you can automatically equalize the batteries. So when you run batteries in a parallel, they don't love it near as much as they love it in a series. These batteries are both run in a parallel, meaning that you're using two battery banks to run the same amount of power. So it should, in theory, drain them equally. Now, with this battery having an extra 16 inches of cable on there, this one may discharge at a slower rate than this one will. So what we're going to do is we're going to automatically equalize the batteries, meaning that it will actually connect with the battery management system inside the batteries, and it will talk to them and boost one charge on the other, or call for more battery charge from the controller to the other battery. It's really, really impressive. So we set that automatic equalization on. Low temperature cutoff, and we are good to go. So now we're going to go update and update. Now we're going to send that update over to our controller so that it's not charging at 48 volts, because that would ruin our batteries. So that's a great question, Steven. So as of right now, I don't have an automatic transfer switch, and I don't have a inverter charger. This is just an inverter, so it doesn't charge the batteries back to this when I plug it into shore power. However, I have plenty of voltage and amps, charging amps coming in. I think last time I measured it, it was around 18 or 19 amps coming in charging, and that's plenty for what we need. Adding that other panel is going to give us probably another 10 amps. We'll probably have 30 amps charging of coming in. This right here is rated for 45 amps charging out. So I could add another 200 watt panel if I wanted to and get a solid 40 charging amps coming in. And I probably won't even need shore power anytime that there's day out with 800 watts of power and 7.2 kilowatts of battery life. Now, with that being said, though, of course, we want to be able to plug into shore power. So what I have to do in order to do that is I have to get what's called a load-bearing automatic transfer switch. So pretty much what it does is you hook one end up to this setup and one end up to your other setup, and then a positive and negative to the middle, and then a line and load off of one end. And pretty much it'll sense anytime that there's low voltage. So even if you're plugged into shore power and you don't need it, it will use your battery system versus the shore power. And then when this gets too low, it will use the shore power. You can also have it set to where it uses the shore power. Shore power is just another word for generator power or plug-in. It's a marine term. My dad is a marine guy, so that's where I hear the shore power from. Shore power or generator hookup, power, whatever, any of those terms would work. But that being said, not yet. It doesn't charge the batteries. But when I do have that automatic transfer switch, I will have a separate breaker that will come on off of that load of that automatic transfer switch, to where when it kicks on to AC power only, it will then charge the batteries with an onboard lithium ion 25 amp charger, which typically only takes a few hours to charge these batteries from dead. Because of the rate that you can put charge into them. 25 amps is plenty. We we could probably go up to a 50 amp with how much or even an 80, but we really don't want to be charging these batteries that are built to discharge at a high rate for a long time. We don't want to be charging them as fast as we can all the time. So anytime that we can slow charge, we're going to. Even when the battery charger is hooked up though, 25 watts, if we have light outside, we'll still have 45 watts coming in of charge power from our solar panels, or sorry, 30 amps with the 3 solar panels. So we'll have 30 amps coming in, 25 charging, so we have 55 amps charging. That's plenty, I think. Now, I say that today, I'm going to be upgrading this system in a month. Watch. Okay, let's make sure that our battery settings updated so that it's charging at 36 volts. We got 0 watts of charge coming in. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing all 3? Because I was reading it. The last thing that I need to change on my controller now that it's updated to 36 volt is I need to change it to a Life P04 battery, smart lithium battery. That way it can make sure that it does all the talking to it that it needs to. Automatic equalization is on, low temperature cutoff at 5 degrees Celsius, which should be somewhere around, I don't know, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in there. Right here, float charge, 40.50 volt absorption voltage. So we need to change that because it should be on bulk charging. Okay, we're gonna turn off our float charge now. Sweet. Well, that's all done for now. Now I gotta get this back in the house, get all my trash cleaned up. I gotta take these manuals with all my product stuff. Trash. Trash. Trash, trash. Oops. Okay, I just need to go get some screws. Screw this in here and make that so that it's up and not just free wiggling there. And then I am good to go. I have an event tomorrow. I'm leaving at 5 a.m. I'm serving on base. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to be very busy. We have an event tomorrow, then we have 2 events on Thursday, then we have 2 events on Friday, and then we have 2 events Saturday morning, and then we have a double wedding on Saturday night. So don't forget to hit your notifications, and we will see you guys there.